Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, classmates. We are the Group 10.
Today, we will present to you a brochure about reading miscue analysis.
A miscue. A miscue is an unexpected response to a reading cue, saying something different than what is in the passage. So, it is a difference between what is on the page and what students say during oral reading. We do not use the word error because reading miscues often represent mature reading behavior. A miscue analysis is the record and review of miscues in order to determine a pattern of reading strategy. So it is an analytical procedure for assessing students' reading based on samples of oral reading. It is based on the belief that students' mistakes when reading are not random errors but actually their attempt to make sense of the text with their experiences and language skills. Therefore, close attention to what students Therefore, close attention to what students are saying can become a rich source of information on what students is capable of, where she or he may need to go next, and what we might reach. When students substitute one word for another, skip a word, or even pause in their reading, teachers decide if and how to intervene. Intervention are based on whether they think the student's miscue is significant to the whole meaning of the reading at hand. Main types of miscues. Schema-related miscues. A schema-related miscue fundamentally changes the meaning of the sentence, but it is still very much related to the passage. This tells us that the student is engaged in a meaningful reading behavior, using his or her background knowledge. Example: the grader made the road smooth. The child will read it, the truck made the road smooth. This is a significant miscue as it changes the meaning of the sentence. A truck is made much different from a grader. However, trucks and graders are both used in the making of the road. Meaningful miscues. It is the one that does not change the fundamental meaning of the sentence. Example, the text, the dog ran down the road. The child will read it, the dog ran down the road. This tells us the student is using context and background knowledge to create meaning with print. This is a mature reading behavior. Significant miscues. A significant miscue is what we most commonly think of as an error. Here, A. The miscue changes the meaning of the sentence. B. The miscue does not make sense within the sentence. C. The students skip the word. Or D. The student needs help with the word. The sentence was, the dogs ran down the road. The children will read it, the dogs ramped down the road. Or the dogs roped down the road. This would be significant miscues as they fundamentally change the meaning of the sentence. This tells us that there is a word identification problem. Meaningless pronunciation. A meaningless pronunciation is when students correctly sound out the word, but it is clear that they have no understanding of the word. You can tell by their inflection if they understand the word. It is often pronounced in the form of a question, like fossils, or the individual parts of the word may be pronounced correctly, but they are put together in a stilted way or imprecise way. The meaningless pronunciation tells you something about students' conceptual and word knowledge. There are three possible reasons for a meaningless pronunciation. A. Students do not have a concept to match the word in long-term memory. B. The student's conception of the word does not match the context in which the word was found. C. Students were not able to make the link between the word and the concept. This can be used to design future lessons for both vocabulary and concept lessons.